We're about to hit 2K. Let's sell a little something. Just like a single militia spear. But yeah, I'm trying to save all this crap for an ambushed trade routes big city, you know. So we have 2,000 now. We should trigger that ambition super quick. Let's see. I could buy some javelins. Those could be good. There's actually, ooh, there's a sword lance for sale. Hey, thank you. If you have any questions, I mean, I don't consider myself to be like a huge big-time expert at this game, but I put enough hours into it that I could probably answer most questions that you've got. And I mean, this is definitely not a forgiving game in terms of learning it. I mean, the learning curve is enough to make anybody give up on it, really. So, it's not surprising to me that it's simultaneously not surprising to me that this game has a cult following, because it's a hugely fun game with a lot of depth to it. But at the same time, it's not surprising to me that the cult following is so small, because I mean, it really is like climbing a cliff, you know, in terms of truly becoming good at it. Oh man, look at that pike. We could actually afford it. But I'm going to stick to the plan. We're going to get the ambition done. In the long term, the ambition, it's going to increase our renown, which is going to make our contracts give us more money. So we're just going to take the caravan mission, I think. And maybe come back here at some point. I love how terrible our prices are. Like, I don't even want to buy trade goods because of the 10% penalty. This should be closer to 400, I think, with no penalties. I think if we have like the absolute best set of circumstances where the city we sell at is ambushed and the city we buy at is well supplied or whatever, we could potentially still make a profit off trading with this, but otherwise it's going to be kind of unfun. Does the game outscale you if you're not doing enough early? Sort of. Contracts will never outscale you. They will always scale to, I think, the number of bros that you have and the level of bros that you have. Basically how strong the game thinks you are. Your renown does not play into that. So renown can only be good for you. All it does, as far as I know, is increase the amount of money that you get. The world will outscale you 100% because that scales with time. So, but what I mean by that is like overworld encounters, just random camps, the monsters that come out of the camps, the guards of the cities. If you've gotten hostile with them, that can be a problem. So overworld stuff can totally outscale you, but if you're just doing contracts, you'll always be able to come back. And in fact, I think that's kind of the reason why the tutorial origin is all about bouncing back, is the whole theme of it, because it kind of shows you that you can do that from any point, really. Even if you could have a campaign that's like 10,000 days in, and you could come back with like nothing if you wanted to. Anyway, we did this ambition. We paid 1,000 out of the 2,000 we had to gather, and now we have this thing here. And I think we're basically just going to use it as a weapon because, I mean, my best banner bro is ironically the bow guy. We could, I suppose, give him quick hands and hand him this thing at some point, but really I just want to use it as a weapon, and we'll give it to, because this is considered a polearm, we can do shenanigans with this. The polearm mastery quick hand shenanigans. And so we will. You've been save scumming in your first run, so you did make it to 100 plus days. I feel like your bros are way underpowered to last any longer. It stopped loading since day 20. Yeah, I mean, with save scumming, the game becomes more of a slog. I mean, you can pretty much make it through anything if you save and reload enough times and kind of try your luck with the dice rolls. I do think that Iron Man, I mean, obviously I think you should play the game in whatever way that you think is fun, you know. Shouldn't feel beholden to whatever, but I do think that Iron Man was sort of intended by the developers as the way to play the game. Of course, it's as a sort of almost roguelike experience, it can be outrageously frustrating, I'm sure. Is Gifted only good on lower tier? I mean, some people say that Gifted is only good as a bro fixer. I like it on almost everybody, and the opinion is definitely something that varies. Like, I'll give you an example. Like this guy. Wait, is there a guy that I've given? Yeah, Lumberlegs. So, I mean, he would have been perfectly fine without Gifted, but it's just a huge boost in power at the moment when you get it, because it's like, you get all of 10 levels in this game, right? Or 11, I suppose. So, this is essentially giving you a free level's worth of stats, maximum stats. So, in effect, this could almost read like make your character 10% better, which is probably a bit of an exaggeration, but I mean, I like it on everybody. I don't think it's necessarily an auto pick on everybody, but I mean, for example, like your sergeant probably is too perk hungry to take it. But yeah, that's another thing. If you weren't save scumming, you would have to make sure your bros are stronger in order to not take big risks, you know. But yeah, if you want to play Bronze Man, I mean, I'm not the boss of you. Do whatever you think is fun, man. A lot of people just do not find Iron Man games fun, and that I don't think they should be like barred from enjoying Battle Brothers, you know, just because they want to be able to save and reload, you know. I feel like Gifted falls off too quickly. Kinda. I mean, Gifted is one of those things that's really hard to gauge, you know, how often it's doing something for you. So you're probably going to take melee attack and melee defense with Gifted 9 times out of 10, right? So how many attacks are going to miss over the course of the game because you took that and you had a little bit more melee defense? How many attacks are going to hit that otherwise would have missed because you took Gifted? I mean, yeah, it feels like it falls off, but you don't really know, do you? You know? Oh yeah, the new DLC. I mean, no, I save scum when I'm not streaming. I mean, I play like really rigid, you know, I never reload, I never secretly crash the game or anything when I'm streaming, but you know, I'm constantly save scumming if I'm off stream, just to learn things about the game. I think it's a great way to learn how to beat certain encounters. I really would not want to Iron Man this if I wasn't streaming, probably. I think it makes for really fun content and a really fun experience to Iron Man it in front of an audience, though, for me. Anyway, here's our next ambition. We're not doing this shit. Our renown is not even close to high enough, I don't think. I can't really check while I'm on the screen, unfortunately. We could take the sergeant thing, which really only requires us to take the rally perk, which I would like to take at some point. Let's see. Lots of crowns to be made trading with towns. That's definitely not the ambition we want to take, because it's very hard to make a profit, I imagine, with Beast Slayers. I should probably take a camp. It's going to be between these two. I've been kind of avoiding camps because the only camps I've found have refused to tell me what the defenders are, which is really unpleasant, since you might have to flee, or there might be ghasts there, which makes the place pretty much undoable unless you have a guy with rally. I think I'm probably going to take a camp before I get a guy with rally. Kind of a shame that those Noxereros didn't attack me and instead sort of suicided themselves at those cards, by the way. Yeah, I was kind of having the same thoughts about that, Webneck. Okay, prices are going to be really good here, so let's buy some bread. Let's get this bread. Okay, no tools for sale here, but we have a pretty good place for tools already. Personally, I end up taking Gifted on most guys. Okay, so there's a caravan. Well, that's the risk with Iron Man for sure. If you can, you know, run a 10% chance of TPK for like a game that's gonna push you like 20 days ahead of the curve, basically, it can sometimes be worth it just to sort of become more powerful. You know, if I could take a really hard camp, you know, and only have a 10% chance of losing my whole party and potentially get like 2 famed items out of it, then I probably want to do that. But you can play super safe on Iron Man as well, and probably never die, you know. I am walking out here, okay? And the reason for that is I'm somewhat butthurt at the lack of a taxidermist, so I'd kind of like to find one. Well, the objective of the game, as stated by the developers, is to survive 1 to 2 crises. And crises happen variable length of time, anywhere from, like, I think day 60 to day 100, or every 60 to 100 days, basically. You'll get a different crisis, and that happens sooner if the game thinks you're ready for it, or, you know, later if it doesn't. And what's funny about surviving a crisis is, like, you can sort of just stand there and the game will eventually resolve itself, I think, for the most part. Even on the hardest difficulty, I've never seen the NPCs just, like, get wrecked by, for example, the undead crisis where you think they would die. But there are different endings for sure, and a lot of it has to do with, let me find it. This little number up here, the renown. I think for the absolute best ending, you have to survive 2 crises, and you have to get your renown to, I think, like 11,000 or something like that. I think bows are good for sniping down hexes, and necromancers and crossbows are better for damage. Particularly cutting through armor, since it's like the best armor penetration in the game. Alright, so I'm looking at this weapon shop. There's a very important reason why I'm looking at this weapon shop, which is that our boy just took Dagger Mastery, and I really wanted to find a rondel, or a rondel, rather, here. One day I'll pronounce that word correctly every time. It's like the top tier dagger, other than the Katal dagger. But it's so goddamn rare, I can never find one, and there's not one in this shop, so forget that. Take a look at the Fletcher. It's nothing really interesting here. I mean, I would kind of like to buy this crossbow, but not going to waste the money. Yeah, a very nice man named Arvius raided me with like 400 people, and about 200 decided to stick around, so thank you for that, guys. And, hey, Shameless Soul, thank you for the follow. Feel free to toss me a follow if you like the content. I have been streaming Battle Brothers quite a lot lately, so you'll see more of it. I see a bill hook in the shop here. Did Arvius ever do the Monolith Challenge? What is the Monolith Challenge? Do you mean just the camp itself, or doing it at like a minimum date? I know where that follow image is from. Do you? Do you know where it's from? Black Monolith before day 40. Yeah, that's outrageous. I don't think I'm good enough to do that yet. Okay, so what I'm tempted to do is I'm tempted to sell all this crap, even though we're not going to get the best of prices. No ambush, after all. Yeah, Arvius was kind enough to give me a nice big fat raid. Really, really cool of him. Bill hook. Yeah, it's too expensive, man. Oh, there's a damaged one. What am I thinking? Holy shit, that's a really cheap bill hook. Yeah, I think our alchemist plans just got delayed. Because that is an 855 gold bill hook. There's no way that I'm going to pass that up. Are you kidding me? It's not even possible. Half broken. Very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not fast enough. I mean, I imagine you have to take really crazy-ass risks to do that. Does he pull dudes into camps a lot and try to get famed items that way really early, or what does he do? If you're a fan of Arvius, I haven't seen his streams. I'll probably watch at some point now that I know he exists. Thrift shopping is all the rage in Battle Pros. It really is, man. Bill hook is kind of a shadow of its former self. They nerfed the damage a bit, but it's still an outrageously good find this early in the game. So, boom, our guy with Polearm Mastery gets that. Let's give like a guy with mildly less crappy resolve the banner, not that it matters too much. Need to get better at making money. Arvius scouts the map. Oh, well, if you use fixed seeds, then I imagine, yeah, you can move a lot faster, because at that point you can take a seed where you know exactly where the Golden Goose is. Yeah, maybe I'll... I don't know, if people like watching that kind of content, maybe I'll try to do that. I bet you if I took like a really good Lone Wolf seed, and just sort of leveled up super quickly and got the Golden Goose straight off the bat, could maybe, yeah, I bet you I could do Monolith by day 40 if I tried enough times. How many hours do I have? More than I'd care to say, probably. I don't want to answer that question. I've spent too much of my life on this game already. 3 brothers for 1 armor piece. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tricky play. For sure, trying to do camps early on. Let's see, we've got 3 more days. Sell this. We've got 3 more days. Sell. 4 more days. There it is. You can find Monolith by day 40. Hey, there you go. You win. You just walk in and it hands you the legendary armor. There you go, bro. Alright. I'm going to continue my little pilgrimage because, I tell you, I want a taxidermist. I mean, if you just reveal the whole, if you just reveal the whole map, you'll find all the legendary locations. It's random depending on, how's this road going to the forest? Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, this might be it. Oh, this is not it. What the hell? No, I'm pure vanilla. I'm on Linux, so I don't necessarily trust mods not to just break, although I will be honest, I haven't tested it. Hello! Immediately hire the monk. Monk events are super sick. Even if he has crappy stats, I'd like to have him around. And he does have crappy stats, but you know what? He has 2 stars in Resolve. Yeah, he has 2 stars in Resolve. So he'll make a pretty good bannerman. So whoever says first, I will give you this guy's name. If you want to be the monk, just say something in chat, and I will name you. I will name him as you desire. Yeah, he's okay. Niche 245. Do you mean GNU/Linux? Alright, Stallman. Alright. Yes, I do mean GNU/Linux. Hey, Prepaid Linux is here. What's up, man? We'll give you the wolf bait guy. We're gonna hand out some names today. I think that was the last of the unnamed guys, though. Oh, wait, no, there's meat. Let's see who else said something. I guess nobody else said something, okay. Unless I missed it. Oh, okay. There you go. Shelmo 3. Hey, thank you for the sub, Samus Shell. Appreciate that, man. Hope you enjoy my little thumbs up rad kid there. So what do I want to do with Mr. Monk? He's mostly here for good events, but he's also here to be a bannerman. We might as well go ahead and give him the banner. He actually starts with a base of 50 resolve, which is quite good. Enish here has become mildly less crappy than I originally thought he would be. I mean, he is a cripple, and he started with like 37 hit points. We've made that tolerable. His 3 stars in melee skill attracted me to him as somebody who is gonna be usable. Yeah, we hired him, believe it or not, I think on day 1, and he was supposed to just be like a meat shield, just like Defiance the Useless here, who was a beggar, and they just kind of either I played well or I got lucky, and we just kind of crushed a bunch of bandits, and they never died. So they're here with us, you know, they're here to stay. He's the hero cripple. And, yeah, he's going to turn out to be pretty good, but more importantly, he has 13 base melee defense. I've been rolling pretty well with that. So I think what we'll do is we'll put him in front. See how long he continues to live. Hero cripple. That's, you know, it's a bad background, but it's like you always hire one usually at the very start, just for warm bodies, you know. Anyway, we could hire this farmhand as well. That would take us to 12 bros, which would be kind of cool. Very low on money at this point. So many... I swear the game, like, trolls you in little ways like that. Or maybe it's just really memorable. Okay, so we just drive off brigands. That's probably a lot of raiders at this point. It's 2 skulls, and I have a pretty big team. Sadly, it's not thugs anymore, I bet. Little delivery mission. I find that these are kind of ideal if you have run out of contracts and you just need to get going somewhere else. Also, it increases reputation. Well, not reputation. It increases what do you call it? Relations with the town that you took the package from and the town that you are delivering it to. So it can be kind of handy. Usually, you don't get paid too much. We're getting paid a decent amount for this, but that's because it's 2 goddamn days away. So don't really want to do that just yet. I think I will indeed take the brigand mission. I try to take as many missions as possible, as quickly as possible these days. That wasn't always the case. But basically it seems like a pretty good way to keep yourself in money. Especially on this Beast Slayer start where I don't have much of a choice in terms of how I'm going to make my money, since buying and selling is kind of hard. This farmer blows. He is fragile, which is kind of funny. Hey, thank you for the follow, Darshane. It's kind of funny that he got fragile because I believe he max rolled HP minus 1. Max roll, I believe, is 70 HP for a farmer. So he must have rolled 69, the best number. And then fragile took it down by 10. So he's still got pretty respectable HP. And he didn't roll... He rolled like flat in the middle for melee skill, I guess. His stars are terrible. I mean, what do I want 3 stars in initiative for? This guy is definitely throwaway caliber. Let's name him Fresh Meat, I guess. And we'll just kind of see if he survives a few battles, and we'll give him a legitimate name at some point, perhaps. But yeah, I don't really want to keep him around. Yeah, I mean, initiative, in my opinion, is really only good for if you're trying to build like a handgun guy with overwhelm, in which case you could probably get some work out of it. He is bloodthirsty, I guess. Bring him into a battle with zombies. I have 2 bloodthirsty bros, actually. Dang. My elite zombie fighting team. Overwhelm Knife Boy. That's true. You could do it that way. Anyway, we're about to potentially come into some armor, because we're about to fight. We're about to finally fight a big set of raiders, probably. Sell this hand axe. Now we have enough money to survive a couple days. Bloodthirsty cripple. Well, he's mad. He's mad that he's crippled. Yeah, dodge is really good. No, dodge is amazing, I think, particularly if you take relentless with it, which I need to start doing for my dodge tanks. I mean, if you think about it, if you have 100 initiative, that's like 15 extra defense on turn 1. And granted, it goes down over time, but it's really good. That's a lot of defense, you know? Man, do I not have any armor for this dude? What I really want to do is like throw him in front and kind of fling him at the enemy as a meat shield. Nomads make it work like hell, so I figure I have no idea what you're doing. Well, let me tell you why that works for nomads and it doesn't work for you. NPCs have what I like to refer to as cheater lungs. Alright, so you get fatigue back. You get fatigue back at about 15 per turn, depending on a few factors, like maybe you have iron lungs, maybe you have like a second wind potion up. But in general, it's 15 per turn, whereas NPCs often get like 25, which is higher than you as the player could possibly ever get, even with like iron lungs, second wind potion, and like the Davkul bonus as well. You still couldn't get to 25, which has always kind of annoyed the hell out of me, because it's like reciprocity is just kind of not present there It would make sense if it was a monster of some sort, you know? But because it's a human, you would think that they would be sort of bound by the same penalties as you. So the dodge relentless thing works way better for nomads because they just don't ever have high fatigue. Anyway, I've waited until nighttime because they have a few marksmen here. We're probably going to lose dudes in this fight, but I think it's going to be worth it. I'm hoping that they target my throwaway bros. Oh god, my bannerman is like lunch meat here. Man, do I want to cheese it? I bet you if I bet you they just won't attack lumberlegs. You know? Because his range defense is high. This guy's got even higher. Nomad archers begin battles with headhunter procced. Are you serious? That's that's wild. Layer of defense is a good... Yeah, that's definitely a good concept. This is going to be rough. This is going to be really rough, but I think we're okay. I just hope we don't... I hope we don't lose bros to marksman nonsense. I think they will avoid attacking the guys with the high range defense. Our armor is really not good enough to be doing this. So here's to it. Alright, we're gonna wait. We do outnumber them, which is quite nice. Okay, we're waiting to see exactly what it is that's coming at us. They don't have defensive AI, which is good. Hello. Alright, so they all have good helmets. This flail is less handy than I had hoped. Hello, Mr. Longaxe. I would like to get a hold of that. That's a nice weapon. Alright. So at least we swing past the shield. Forget trying to get this armor. Maybe once the fight progresses a bit. I see that I have 3 dudes with shields up here, 2 dudes without. In my ideal world, Nautilus here takes his little dagger and stabs it right into this Longaxe bro until he's, you know, dead as hell. And then I take the axe, and I'm a real happy camper, and I get the armor too. That may or may not happen. There's still 2 marksmen behind these guys. 3, 4, 5. 3 guys left behind these guys. Let's just wait. I do have a couple obstacles here, which is sort of interesting. Dagger down to poleaxe. Oh, I would like to. I would like to. I mean, if I could get the poleaxe, that'd be super sick. What armor does the raider have? They all have. It's either 90 to 110 armor, and I'm honestly not sure from the look of it what the difference between those 2 things is. Okay, prepaid linen. Which one was he? He was one of my me shield type guys, right? Hey, thanks for the follow, Leo Casper. Yeah, this is a guy I don't care too much if he dies, so I might put him here and just like shield wall. On the other hand, okay, there's our boys here. Yeah, let's just shield wall here. Okay. So the whole goal here is just to take this guy out. 23% hit, that's pretty good. Good miss. Good miss. Very good. Getting a bit lucky. So Dear Obby here, not really doing a whole lot. Gotta make sure my placement is perfect. There's no room for errors in this fight. He's gonna go here. Oh no, that's more ranged. Okay. Alright. Shelmo 3 here. The liar. The thief that I wasn't too pleased about his stats, who's eventually going to be a ranged guy. He's just going to take a step like this and attack. And miss. Alright. I'm going to have to rush these dudes. I wonder how this Longaxe guy is going to move. You know what? I'm going to move this guy here. And, what's this now, Webnick? This is an interesting message. Let's see. You can avoid fatigue with a low stamina bro. Never raise stamina. Use a 2-handed weapon with weapon mastery and Pathfinder. Attack is 12 fatigue. Move is 3 fatigue. Ah, fatigue neutral. Yeah, the concept of fatigue neutrality is really important in this game. So you can, yeah, you can end up with perma dodge. Now that does fail when they start attacking you, because you will build up fatigue simply from being attacked, whether they hit or they miss. But I think you build up less fatigue when it misses. I'm not 100% sure about that. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna move fresh meat here, and hopefully that lures the long axe bro up there. Come on. Do I want to go ahead and release the dog just to cause some chaos here? Giving them another target is probably a good idea. Fatigue is refreshed on the start of your turn. Yeah, only 15 of it though. Not all of it. Okay. As far as Bobby Snobby goes, he probably wants to be right here for next turn. Okay. Now, cool thing is, if I want to, I can get my big boy billhook attack. It's not super likely to hit. 63 is pretty good, I guess. Damn it. Spoke too soon. Okay, dang, I really wish I knew what this long axe guy's gonna do, because if I knew for sure he was coming up here, I'd probably have Niche run this way, but this is the one guy that can straight up one-shot one of my dudes. Like, single attack, just done. We're gonna move down, though. We'll move down and get some help from the resolve. Alrighty, so fresh meat's in some serious trouble here. I can move Orin up, and I think that's what we do. Go for the puncture, 50% fail. Likewise, we move Enish here. Okay, there is another guy back here, and he's the guy with the shitty armor. We could have taken him out if he had been in front. He would have been the perfect target, really, even with the shield. Okay. Oh, whoa! I see what you're saying, Webnick. That's really weird. I haven't heard of a build with 15 or less fatigue. Yeah, you can't go past your maximum. That's really interesting. That is the wildest. Wow. That feels like you're just totally abusing the engine. I love it. That's a really good idea. All right, we're gonna roll here. We're gonna shield wall. I've got two guys with shield wall up, kind of giving each other extra defense. If I look at Defiance right now, his defense is 47, which is just incredibly sexy for this point in the game. So fingers crossed. I need the RNG to go in my favor a little bit for this fight to go well. But we set it up, I think, as well as I possibly could. Okay, Lumberlegs, our archer, acted first, as he should. Got a nice pierced chest there, buddy. Fuck me. Bobby Snobby just took a huge javelin hit. He's gonna have to leave the fight if he even survives this next volley. Where is he? Am I completely blind? Oh, there he is. Geez, the amount that cut through his body armor is intense. And that was just a javelin, not even the crossbow. Yeah, he is huge for sure. Yeah, -2 range defense, of course they're going for him. I'm lucky it wasn't a headshot. Alrighty, well he'll probably attack and then run away. We're gonna wait, I think, with Dear Obby, because my alternative is to move forward, which, you know what, I could do that, but I would be putting myself in range of the long axe, which we don't want to do. We want the long axe to attack one of the dudes with the shields. So I'm gonna wait. Fingers crossed. Oh, okay, good. Nice shield wall, breh. Do I want to just knock this dude back and say no to the shield wall? Prepaid Lenin is totally going to kill this raider. There's no question about that. We have just an awful lot of dudes set up to hit this guy. even if he's shield walling. If I shove, that situation becomes much less cool. Well, not really much less, just kind of less. I guess at that point Arvius just misses one of his attacks, and then we still get to attack with Niche and Shelmo. On the other hand, the turn order of this is such that I would have to use weight with these guys. Just going to mess up the turn order of the next turn. So, I kind of want to just not shove and just do the attacks. This also affords me the ability to attack twice with this guy. I think we're going to go in this direction. Okay, 2 hits. Sadly, flails are kind of shitty at attacking armor. So we didn't get a whole lot out of that, but we did get a little. We're going to swing with the pitchfork, and then we're going to back off, so we don't get decapitated. Okay, fingers crossed. Oh, one of those good old instant decapitations. Goodbye, Enish. You get a headshot, and doesn't matter if you have a shield or not, I guess, sometimes. Hey, no problem, Bobby. Thank you for coming. I mean, you know, raiders don't even have weapon mastery, I don't think, so that should have been... Let's see, what was the roll on that? I am curious. It had to have been really low. No, it's pretty high, actually, 42%. I wouldn't say Enish was fodder, but... I mean, he was hired as fodder, but now he was higher leveled, so it feels bad to lose him. Alright. Okay. So this fight's going poorly. Okay. If I could just get like a little bit of luck, that'd be good. Unfortunately, this douchebag now gets to act before prepaid linen, and we just missed all of our attacks, both on the guy in front of him and him. Yeah, unpleasant. Okay. So that happened. That's okay. Okay, I think I have to go full offense now. It really blows that we got decapitated there. Orin is the dude I care about not dying, and he's in kind of a bad place here. Just gonna go for the swings. There's really nothing he can do at this point except for shield wall or go for 3 punctures. Which we're gonna do. We're gonna miss 2 of them, now we're at 60%. Holy shit, okay. I missed all 3. I was really hoping that I would hit with at least 1 and mess with his morale, but nope. Alrighty. Guy's morale goes down. Okay, 40, 43, 40. We'll go for the 43. Nice, okay, some good luck. Didn't just hit, we hit for good damage. I wonder what Enish's defense was. It's pretty crazy, that headshot. Very good. Okay. 43, 48. Missed the 48. That's okay. You know what? I don't think I can afford to keep this guy in the back, even with this range stuff sort of threatening me. I have to bring him in and miss another attack. 66%. How many attacks has he missed this fight? 3. Fast adaptation, not doing a whole lot for me, surprisingly. Okay, there's our kill. And that means that I finally get to lock down these dickheads with Iron Ward. Okay, inexplicably the AI chooses not to attack me. Okay. It moved a few tiles. There was no reason for it not to attack Orin, really, but chose not to. It's very strange. I guess it really, really wants to take fresh meat here to knock him out of the fight. Okay, javelins could be a problem. Or we could go up here and help Orin by decreasing this dude's defense. What I'm sort of tempted to do is... Well, I can't shove this guy, actually. That will not let Orin walk away. As much as I'd like for that to be the thing that happens, it'll just move him up and then he's still in melee, so... what do we want to do here? I do have a flail guy coming in. If I leave this raider to his business, he probably throws a javelin and just hits Bobby Snobby and kills him. So I don't think that's really the choice. So we're going to move like this. And we're going to wait. And then, you know, we are going to leave Defiance here, actually. Slap this dude. No, I'm not going to trust the dog to... No way. Bro. Check it out. Plus 50% fast adaptation. Come on, man. Alright. Okay. Well, that's good. So these guys are pretty much crushed, which is great. The only real super big risk left on the table is Arming Swordman could do some work, but most importantly, as always, the long axe two-handed weapon guy is a big problem. So we probably want to focus on hitting them, although I also would like to take his armor. I don't think I should really make that a priority, you know. I don't think my archer's going to be able to do anything except attack these guys, and there's a freaking obstacle in the way, so he's just going to basically have to have a setup turn. There's no way around it, really. Do I have a net on anybody? Something I probably should have checked sooner. Nets would have made this fight a little less obnoxious. Getting good hits. Do I just want to throw fresh meat here? I mean, his name is Fresh Meat. I don't care if he dies. His stars are terrible. His base skills are terrible. Well, they're mediocre. Let's move him up and just draw an attack from this dude. And I reduce the chance to hit a little bit by putting myself in melee, assuming raiders don't have mastery, which I'm pretty sure they don't. Wow. That was a pretty goddamn good hit. It's one of those headshots, huh? Okay. Yep. So that was on purpose. It's fine. Who do we want to net? We probably want to net this raider, although it doesn't reduce his chance to hit, is the problem. Maybe I just want to net this raider so we can, you know, kill him. I think that's actually the play. Reduces his initiative. We already move before him is the thing, for the most part. I do agree that the reduction in initiative is probably the most important thing about nets. Holy shit, dude. Could I possibly miss more? There we go. Alright, so this guy's armor's gone. There's no reason for me to bother trying to puncture him unless I really want to avoid hitting the helmet, which I don't care. I'd rather not mess with my fatigue. We'll move up, and for better or for worse, I'm gonna try to stab him to death. We shouldn't get one-shotted again, because this guy actually has armor on. Entire front line of Dagger Spect pros. Well, that would definitely help. Not even kidding, like that's actually a pretty good play in the early game if you can get it together for killing raiders really quickly. Really, it's just the game heavily rewards having armor, you know, and heavily punishes not having armor. Which is why getting armor really early is super important if you can. And we're... Holy shit! Struck down. So he's not actually dead. God, we lost 3 guys in this fight. He had shield wall up too. What were the chances? Let's see how butthurt I should be. Yeah, chance 18 and he hit twice, didn't he? Or did he hit once? No, he missed once and hit once. 18% though. Oh boy. Alrighty. 60%, 67. This is the guy who matters though. And we miss. 71. Let's take a little step this way. 65, 71. Go for the 71. The guy's running now, that's good. Do a little swing there. Okay, Bobby Snobby could run up and attack. He's broken Orin's shield. So I should probably stop fooling around. But I think I'm going to be incredibly greedy, and you know what I'll do is I'll wait and we'll see how the stabs go. If I get completely cucked on this, then... I did not get completely cucked on this. He's got a pierced side now. I think that's just a fatigue penalty, though. Fresh Meat is the one that died. He didn't get struck down. Prepaid Linen is the one who got struck down. Everybody else got straight up decapitated, so there's no... Yeah, there's no struck down for that unfortunate situation. Gosh, if Orin actually gets hit, he's probably going to break. Huh. Rub some dirt on it and get back in there, son. What I'm doing here is incredibly risky by just leaving him next to him, but it must be done. Okay, so we'll move Deer up here. Deer Obby has just been crushing it with this pike. I can at least be thankful for that. Okay, we're going to pop on the bill hook. I don't think I'm going to move Bobby in. Like, I could actually move Bobby in, swing, and move back, but I'm gonna be greedy. We've already lost a bunch of guys, so in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Okay, so the fight has cleaned up down here. Good. That's good. That's what we needed. Finally a miss on this aimbot hacker over here. The question is, how am I going to keep my boys alive? This is the only dude on the field who can... Oh, do they get an extra chance to hit the head? It doesn't say that. Yeah, it's just the base of 30. Just a plus 5% chance to hit. Can I break his morale and stab him down? I could. The problem is that it's not guaranteed when you roll a dude up next to him that their morale will start to break. So doing that is incredibly risky. Probably maybe more risky than just leaving Orin next to him. Because Orin, actually, out of all my dudes, he's the only one that has any armor that stands a chance of not just getting wrecked by Mr. Longaxe here. So, some risk has to be taken, but it's a question of which risks are better. Honestly, I think I do break his morale, or try to. Because his defenses are going to go down as I put dudes next to him, so I think at this point we have to do it, and it is worth stabbing him down for the armor. Because this type of bullshit will not really happen if I can get a set of 110 armor, you know? I do wish that I had a net to mess with his initiative further so we could have a nice extra round of attacks on him. Hey, we broke it a little bit more. He's not fleeing, but that means his defenses are going to be shit. Okay, we miss. Sucks. do we have a dagger on this guy? We do. If we can just get one hit on him. Yeah, there it is. Okay. For once, something went well in this fight. I swear this fight, the RNG was not in my favor. It finally worked out, but it really could have gone better. Oh, two-handed weapons are deadly as hell. There's a reason why at the very beginning of the fight, my first words, I think, were, I have to kill the long axe guy first, and I failed to do that, basically. Ah, crap, the dog's gonna get in there and mess with... Shit, and he's gonna run. Oh, man, this may have all been for nothing. I messed up. Okay, good, it's the dagger that got the hits. Now I just need the dog not to break his armor. His armor's a little busted, so we might not get it. There we go. Okay, we got it. We got cocked out of the long axe, sadly. This was not worth losing two bros and giving a missing eye to a third, although the missing eye doesn't really matter, so that's cool. He's not a ranged guy, so literally no penalty that I care about. Yeah, I don't think losing this many guys was worth. On the other hand, we did get, you know, good helmet, good armor. Three good helmets, actually. So maybe this was worth it. Now he just looks like a badass. Ah, I see. Ah, yeah. Actually a good thing, I see. I see how it works. Okay, hold on. Right, Shelma has terrible stars. Well, if your vision's messed up enough, you can actually mess yourself up with pole arms and only be able to attack in melee. Did I determine that I was going to try to turn this guy into an awkward ranged guy? I think I did. I think I did. Sure. Not a problem with the handgun. Unfortunately, it does mess with your accuracy if you don't have an eye. Okay, Arvius here is certainly going to take melee defense. I think he's even going to take the +2 in melee attack. Probably take the 4 to resolve. Take student. I'm being a little greedy by taking student on all my guys. I probably should be taking dodge or something instead, but I think I want to try to level dudes up a little quicker than I was in some of my other sessions. One-eyed guys are immune to getting the missing eye debuff. Oh yeah? Okay, well, it's time to equip a nice pile of metal armor and hats. Who do I care about not dying after Orin, who already has good armor? Let's see, who has the highest melee attack? Guess it's going to have to be Arvius, actually. Wow, he quickly took the lead. He's also got the highest defense. That's what happens when you hire thieves. You just get a really good dude. Okay. Terrific. Put the guys on the flanks, you know, give them the best armor I can since they're the most likely to be harried. Alrighty, 55, 50, 55, 50. This is 55, that was 50, so upgrade. Okay. And then there's also another good hat. Shield got broken, let's replace it. And I think that's it. So we lost two guys, got a sick-ass scar that the ladies will love on prepaid linen. All in all, a pretty good day. I do definitely need to buy more nets ASAP. But otherwise, pretty good haul. You're in a really big Ifrit fight right now, and you think it'd be nice if they had a visual indicator for damage like every other enemy. What do you mean a visual indicator for damage? Like, you can see how much damage they've taken. It's just that their HP gets restored to full when they merge, or when they split. So you really want to try to avoid that happening by keeping the littlest ones sort of separated from each other. But even then it can be a problem because the big ones will throw their buddies like right in where the other ones are. So you basically just want to gang down individuals as quickly as possible, just like in an unhold fight. We got fat paid for this, so, whoa, this had ambush trade routes? No! The one time I find ambush trade routes on this run and I don't notice it. I swear the game, like, I swear it like put it on there while I was out. I don't think that was there when I first came here. I'm gonna check that VOD and see if the game just got cheeky with me, and didn't place the situation until after I got back. But if I had noticed, this would have been a wonderful place to sell some of this extra crap that I have. Okay, dagger. Put the knives on the back line. You mean in a way that enemies get bloody, so you can see who is hurt without mousing over. Have you considered pressing the alt button? If you press the alt key, you will get HP bars all the time, which can admittedly be pretty kind of busy and annoying, but I find it can be kind of nice for Ifrit fights. Alright, forget trying to farm items. We want the best weapons, the most accurate weapons. So we're gonna put the boar spear on these guys. We're gonna put the flail, keep the flail on Defiance because his melee skill's pretty okay. Actually, no, just kidding. Upgrade 60 melee skill on this guy, so we give him the flail. I would really like to have a real flail and not a, you know, sort of airsats wooden flail here. But I have a feeling Arvius is going to become a dagger guy soon, so it'll be a moot point at that point. Notice this fight, they don't crumble or anything. Yeah, that seems kind of like laziness on the part of the devs, unfortunately. I agree. I mean, I'm not in disagreement with you. I totally agree. They should have some kind of indicator. Okay. I don't really care about fatigue recovery that much. Not enough to spend money trying to fix that cheek faster. Hey, thank you for the follow, Makani. Alrighty, so we have this little delivery mission, and I don't think we really know where Koppeldorf is. We just know it's 2 days west by road. Oh wait, no, we know exactly where it is. That's where we started. Oh wait, I think we started down at Crumhorn or something, but we know where it is the thing. It had the ambush trade routes indicator. Alright, my boomer blindness is to blame. I will take the blame. I will take the blame. It's funny because I had looked at it, or I had looked for it in like every single city, and then I got lazy, I guess, and missed it here. But that's okay, because we will find another. So we'll probably take this delivery mission, and then roll off to the west, see what towns we can find in between, and maybe find the legendary taxidermist. Some say that the taxidermist exists somewhere in the world. I'm not going to sell these cloth rolls. We're going to hold out for ambush. I'm going to hold all this stuff for ambush. Alrighty. I have been streaming for a good long while. 6 hours, actually. Pretty good length for a stream. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I do definitely appreciate the raid from Arvius, and I hope a good number of you guys stick around and follow and come to my other streams, because I'm really enjoying streaming Battle Brothers lately, and maybe you'll enjoy some of my other content too. But I am going to call it a night. Pretty sleepy, have some stuff to work on actually before I go to bed. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.